There is sometimes a feeling of a looming crisis in the field of everything, but especially in the field of education. And it's something that we cannot afford to have a crisis in. We need to understand that when you have an institution of education, the institution there is there for the students, and the students are not there for the institution. If a person opened up a school, he opened up a school so he could service, help, and guide students, not as a vehicle to make himself into an important person. In other words, you got to have a mission. Now, let me ask you this. Give me this cap of the water. The cap of, this one, this one, the flat one. That's nice. Yeah. Do you know what this is? This is this. No, this is a cap. But don't look at it as a cap. Look at the size of here. It's a beautiful size. See? Nice size. Imagine this was a diamond this size. This is pretty big. I don't know. 7 carat, 10 carat diamond. It's pretty big. Imagine a diamond so big. Imagine it's D-flawless. DIF, internally flawless. GIA certified 7 carat stone. Who does not want to have this ringer on the finger? Like this. Who would mind to have even a man to own this stone like this? Anybody here would mind? I would not mind. Even though it's just pressurized carbon, still it's a diamond. But if I'm going to tell you, if I have to tell you where this diamond came from, so let me take you. Diamonds are carbon found in the middle of the earth, formed by extreme heat and pressure, compressed to such a state that the carbon became crystallized, became a diamond. Inside the earth, then they excavated tons of dirt. It's dirty, underground. And it's still a piece of rock. No more than a piece of rock. Nothing fancy at all. If you ever seen a diamond rough, nothing exciting about it. It just looked like, I don't know, dehydrated or oversized tree sap. Something like that. Nothing. Even tree sap sometimes is clearer than a diamond. And then you sell it. And you bring it to the cutter. And the cutter of the diamond examines the diamonds and figures out the optimum way to cut the diamond to utilize maximum weight and sparkle for this diamond, shape, and so on and so forth. He cuts it. Now, cutting a diamond is not an easy task. It's dirty, very dirty. And then they bring it to the polisher, and the polisher has a big wheel with diamond mud on it, like this paste. And they polish the diamond, check it, polish it, check it, polish it, check it. They do so for hours at a time. I mean, after all, diamond is a diamond, it's very hard. If you ever seen the hands of a polisher, they're black. Grease monkey is a from like a mechanic, is like, I don't know, like a neurosurgeon compared. Their hands are, because they deal with this mud all the time, inside the head, the smell, it's not pleasant. And they check it, believe me, they check it all the time. They don't let go of it. The diamond is not going to polish itself just putting it on a wheel and go like this. You need to do it by hand, and you need to check it all the time. After it's done, They sell it again, and it goes hand, and so on and so forth. And then you have the diamond, and then you have to put it in a setting, and then you have this big piece of chunk of jewelry that costs you a lot of money. In other words, is extracting the diamond from the rough. What do you mean extracting the diamond from the rough? The diamond was always a diamond. The rough was a rough diamond. No, but you need to be able to see that in this piece of nothing, there is a lot of hard work, but there is a diamond hidden inside. There is a diamond hidden inside. And if you are a person of a vision, and you know how to do those things, the biggest people, Harry Winston, all these guys, Willie Goldberg, all diamond cutters, the expertise was in finding out the best diamonds in the rough. Not like Aladdin, but the diamond in the rough. In order to see beyond this current state of dirt, understanding that there's a lot of work, very ungrateful and unrewarding work, in this world at least. But you need to reveal this piece of rough as a diamond. So is a student, a Talmud. To make a student needs a lot of work. You can have synthetic diamonds, CZs, it's all come perfect. You shoot them out automatically. They're all clean, you never dig them from the ground, you grow them in the lab, it's all nice and clean. But they're not worth anything. Especially like a diamond. So sometimes inside this rough student that you have hides an unbelievable gem, the hope diamond. And you need to be able to see that and to understand that you're going to get dirty. And you need to be able to figure out to make this piece of rough into a diamond. And if you are not willing to get your hands dirty, you can't be in chinuch. There isn't a student that gets up in the morning and says, I feel like driving my teacher or my Rebbe crazy today. Today, I'm going to be a bad boy. Today, what's the mission for today? Let me see. Today, I'm going to be bullying this guy. I'm going to be mean to that guy, drive my Rebbe crazy. I'm driving this one crazy. Drive my parents crazy. Nobody does it. It's an unfortunate chain of events. Because you, as the educator, did not bother to check how the student is doing all the time. If you took a best diamond, the most symmetrical piece of rough, and you just fell asleep on the job for a little while, and you got one angle of the table, of the facets, off, the whole diamond lost its value. You could see it right away. It doesn't sparkle. There's a dead spot there. You need to make it even. Now you're going to work the whole thing. And now you're losing more of a sparkle because you're making it special angles you need to make it to maximize the sparkle of the diamond, the fire of the diamond. And if you think that the student that you have is doing dafka to you on purpose to drive you crazy, I think you should go on a sabbatical. You need to have this ability inside of you. I don't believe in punitive measures for students. Your job is not to penalize them. Your job is to make them understand, to get yourself dirty. It is okay. That's what needs to be done. If you don't want to do that, go become an accountant. Clean job. Or an actuary. But that's what needs to be done. And we don't do that. And we want to have our CZ kids with like hands off. Let them worry about it. Let them figure out what they should do. We don't tell the kids what our expectations are. We don't guide them. We're not there for them when they fall. Everybody falls. Do you remember when you were 14, 15, 16, 13, 20, about a 10, whatever? You fell also. You saw all friends of yours that fell and were not able to get up, because nobody was there to pick them up. People say, oh, collateral damage, throw them out. I don't care. Not in my institution. Out of here. Not in your institution. Like, what are you? You shouldn't be in the business, therefore. It's not about the reputation of the institution, what a reputation, what kind of guys I have. Because most institutions don't care about you once they graduate, you're out of there. You're 4 years in a high school and you're out of here. You're 2 years in a college and you're out of here. Pass the buck on further. I don't care. What will happen 40 years from now? That's your attitude. How would I have been able to affect this person to be able to make sure that this guy maintains to become a Ben Torah 40 years from now? He doesn't throw it after. And that's why we have crisis in education. People don't become educators because they really see the desire, their mission in life to become one. They see it because they have nothing better to do. It's the best that they could come up with. And we don't encourage the top brains to become educators. We don't encourage the cool rabbi to become educators. We don't want. But only a guy who became a diamond can understand where he came from, can help another piece of rough to become a diamond. And that's why we have crisis. And that's why things don't work. And that's why things look the way they look. And unless we're going to change that, we're not going to have diamonds anymore. We're going to have gravel. Shabbat shalom.
Shabbat shalom.